Tech and clips.
Yeah. Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Teddy Swims. I dropped this one 2 days ago. I mean, I'm a little late for this party. Song is titled Mr. Know It All. Yes, super excited. Have the lyrics pulled up. Have a few facts pulled up as usual. Definitely going to help me with my interpretation and my review at the end of the video. So I hope that you guys can stick with me. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Let's go. Teddy Swims with Mr. Know It All. Let's go. Yeah. Okay. Love the sound. Wow. Guys, if I didn't know better, I'd say this song, sounds a little like now you used somebody that I used to know, Gautier, the instrumentation. I stand to be corrected, but I mean, listen to it, it kind of sounds familiar, but let me know what you guys think about this one, down in the comment section. I'm sorry, but I have to take this back a few seconds. Let's go. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, definitely sounds like the love. Okay. Yeah. Seen it all too many times. She's dropping back, fork in the road. Yeah. Act like I don't keep dressing for the storm. Okay. Playing the sky. Whoa, love the drop. Yeah, to know it all. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Whoa. Love this part, guys. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. This is a hit. This is definitely a banger, guys. This is a banger. Wow, guys, Teddy Swims with Mr. Know It All. Beautiful song, man. Guys, if you've been, following Teddy, for a while, then, I mean, this song, Mr. Know It All, feels like, one of those performances, where, everything, he's good at and it comes together in a really, really honest way. I mean, right from the jump, I feel like there's a calm, almost reflective tone. I love the fact that this man is not, trying to overpower you early on. I mean, he pulls you in instant, and I feel like that's something Teddy does really, really well. I mean, he understands restraint. He which to me makes the emotional payoff later hit even harder. Vocally, I feel like this is a classic Teddy Swims. That gritty textured tone definitely carries a lot of weight, especially in the lower and mid ranges. You can hear the influence of soul and a bit of gospel, but to me it never feels forced or overly stylized. I mean, it feels like it feels natural. So it's all I'm trying to say. Like he's just telling his truth. I mean, when he starts to push into the higher notes, there is a noticeable lift in intensity, but to me it doesn't come off as showing off. It feels earned. What stood out most in this performance is the emotion behind the delivery. I mean, the song itself deals with pride and realizing you don't have things as figured out as you thought. And I feel like a Teddy leans into that theme convincingly. There is a vulnerability in his voice that I feel like makes the lyrics so believable. It doesn't sound like he's just singing about the situation. It feels like he's lived it. Production wise, I mean, it stays pretty minimal, which works in his favor. The instrumentation definitely gives him space, and I feel like that space allows the listener to really focus on the message and the vocal nuances. Nothing felt overproduced or distracting. Now, as a listener, as a music enthusiast, if I'm being fair, this isn't the kind of performance that relies on big dynamic switches or dramatic moments throughout. It's more steady, it's more controlled, which might not grab everyone instantly if they are looking for something explosive in the right way. But I mean, if you give it time, it will definitely grow on you. Because because of the consistency and the emotional depth. As a reactor, as a music enthusiast, this is one of those performances where you find yourself getting quieter as it goes on. Not because it's lacking energy, because I mean, it pulls you into the story. By the end, you are not just listening, you are reflecting. So yeah, overall, I feel like this song, Mr. Know It All, definitely a strong, emotionally grounded performance. That definitely highlights what makes Teddy Swims, stand out. Not just his voice, but his ability to actually make you feel something real, without overcomplicating it. Guys, I loved it. I really enjoyed listening to this one. Let me know your thoughts about this one. Yes, let me know what you actually think about this performance, the song, down in the comment section. Yes, let me know if you want me to continue doing more Teddy Swims on the channel. I mean, it's been a while, so let me know down in the comment section. Guys, if you enjoyed my reaction, if you enjoyed my review to the song, make sure to hit the like button, make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Yes, on to the next one. Peace out.